Why would a loving God order the death of thousands of innocent animals? This is undoubtedly the question that troubles many people when they read the Old Testament. After all, we see blood on the altars, daily sacrifices, and a system that seems brutal and even contradictory. But what if all of this hid a secret? More than that, what if every drop of shed blood was telling a story that would change everything you think about justice, salvation, and the very character of God? Get ready, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why God required animal sacrifices in the Old Testament. To understand this, we need to understand the problem that made these sacrifices necessary. It all begins with a fundamental principle. Sin is not just a moral mistake, but a violation of God's holiness. The Bible makes it clear that the wages of sin is death, not a symbolic death, but the real separation between God and the human being. When Adam and Eve sinned, something broke. The perfect harmony between creator and creature was destroyed. And here is the dilemma. A perfectly just God cannot simply ignore sin. It would be like a corrupt judge who lets criminals go free. But God is also love, and it is exactly in this tension between justice and mercy that the sacrificial system comes in. Far from just being primitive rituals, animal sacrifices were a visual representation of deep truths. First, they demonstrated the seriousness of sin. When an Israelite took his lamb to the temple and placed his hands on the animal's head in a symbolic gesture, he was transferring his guilt. Seeing that innocent animal die in his place was a reminder that sin has real consequences. Additionally, the sacrifices revealed the need for a substitute. The life of the animal was given in place of the sinner's life. It was the principle of atonement, a life for another life. But there was something even deeper happening there. Every sacrificed lamb was in fact a prophecy, a shadow pointing to something much greater that was to come. The sacrifices were never God's final plan, only a temporary teacher preparing humanity for the ultimate sacrifice. And here we come to a crucial truth. The book of Hebrews explains that it was impossible for the blood of bulls and goats to completely remove sins. The sacrifices were repeated constantly because they were imperfect, but they kept alive the awareness that sin required a price. Then came Jesus, called the Lamb of God, who takes away the sin of the world. He was the perfect and final sacrifice, who once and for all did what thousands of animals could not do. No more shedding of blood, no more sacrifices. Justice was satisfied, and mercy triumphed in the same act. So why did God require animal sacrifices? To teach humanity that sin is serious, that justice has a cost, but also that God would provide the perfect substitute. If this video opened your eyes to a new perspective, leave your comment down below telling us what you thought. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming content that will continue revealing the most fascinating mysteries of the Bible. See you in the next video.